Hi guys, I have a couple of doll updates to share with you guys, and the first one, and the one that I'm the most excited about, is my faux Romantic Alice doll. So I've been really eyeing and loving Romantic Alice ever since I got into Pullip dolls, and more recently I've been really wanting a Romantic Alice and wishing that I had chosen her as one of my earlier purchases, because I'm at the point now where I really feel like I have enough dolls for now, and so I don't want to buy another doll, especially not another Pullip doll, because I am interested in getting a doll, but I didn't want to buy another Pullip. So what I did instead was I bought the outfit of not classical Alice, I bought the outfit of Romantic Alice, and so I wanted to show you guys how beautiful it is, so I'll show you that outfit in detail in a minute, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It has these little chains and decorations on it that are really quite lovely, and it's really full with lots of layers of beautiful lace and ruffles, and it's just really pretty. So I'll show you that in detail in a minute. And then the other thing that I did was I bought this wig, which is absolutely gorgeous. You guys have no idea how soft this is. It is, I just can't stop touching it. It is so soft and gorgeous. The bangs were a little bit too long, so I gave her a bit of a trim, and I like how they are now. You can see her eyebrows a little bit through it. I wish that the bangs were a little bit thicker, but it's a really nice wig, and it's almost exactly the same as Romantic Alice's wig as far as I can tell, but it's probably a much better quality. It's not at all frizzy, and it's very soft. I've been handling it like crazy because I just can't keep my hands off of it, and it's just very beautiful. And yeah, so I absolutely love it. And what I've done is I put this wig and this dress on my Pullip Io doll, whose name is Suzette, and you guys have seen her with this wig in the past. So she's had a bit of a makeover. She went from crazy orange funky hair. So I will show you Suzette's new dress, and I'll show it to you in detail because it's absolutely gorgeous, and I just want to share with you guys how pretty it is. So I'm going to start by taking off her, actually I think I'll just pull it off instead of untying it. It was a little tricky to get it tied without pinching her hair. Okay, so there she is. So she comes with this really pretty bow, and it's like a khaki green color with cotton lace on it, and I am a huge fan of cotton lace. I love it. It has such a pretty vintage feel to it, and it's so much nicer than the nylon type of lace or rayon type of whatever the other kind of lace is made out of. And so this bow has, you know, 2 layers. Then she comes with a little necklace type of thing, and it's attached to her little neck, I don't know what to call these things, like a choker or something. The Velcro does tend to get stuck in, and this is not the cotton lace, it's more of a regular kind of a lace, but it's very soft. It has this pearl trim around it, and then a little charm that says made with love, and it just attaches around her neck with Velcro like that. And I'm not going to undress her because I love her too much, and I'm going to take some pictures of her in this outfit, but I will show you some of the details on her dress. So it has these 2 lines of tiny little beads, and just lots and lots of layers of lace everywhere. She's got lace kind of on the around the edges of the dress. Lots and lots of lace around there. There's a little bow with a bead right there, and then lace trim. The sleeves aren't like, they don't puff up and come down, they just kind of come down, and they're not gathered, so they kind of have a different look. I like that this dress has a different look than some of the other dresses. It's not your typical puffy and then gathered in here. It's got more of a, I don't know what you'd call that look, but I really like it. And then her apron is really pretty. It has lots and lots of layers of soft lace. So this is like a tulle, but it's a super soft tulle with an edging around it, and then more lace and some satin in cream. And then every here and there are these little flowers with bows and more ruffles and satin and lace and satin and lace and satin. And her apron is a separate item, but they're sort of, so the dress looks like this underneath, but they're sewn on so that it kind of sits the way that it's supposed to sit. So I'm not going to detach it, because although I do think I like the blue dress, it's really pretty too. And look at all the details of something that you're not even gonna see. I love that groove when they make their dresses. They're so detailed even in the parts that you're not going to see, so that if I were to decide to detach the apron, I could, and the blue dress would still be pretty. Yeah, let me take off her little cape thingy, which I wasn't exactly sure where to put the cape. I think I've seen some people who put the cape kind of up and around her neck like this, and then they attach it like that. But I didn't like all that bulk around under her chin. And also it doesn't look like it's supposed to go on that way, because it doesn't have like a male and a female part. It has two parts that are the same, and I guess you could hook them like that, but it just doesn't seem like that's the way that it goes, and I didn't want to put all that bulk up under her chin. So what I've done is I've found a couple of places that I can hang the cape around her waist, and then it just kind of trails behind her a little bit. It's only a tiny bit longer than her legs, so it doesn't trail all that much, and I think it's really pretty and I like it that way. So what I've done is I've found a couple of places that I can hang it. One is right here in the loop of that chain. So there's, let me take it off so I can show you. So see, there's a little loop right there. I just hang this right there. I was looking for little threaded places, and I thought this might be one, and it does fit in there, and oftentimes Groove will put thread to go with these kinds of hooks. So it could be that it's supposed to go there, I don't know, but it seems like that thread isn't gonna really hold on too long, so I would rather hook it on this piece of metal, because that's definitely gonna stay put. And then on the other side, I couldn't really find a piece of metal to hang it on. I guess I could hang it way over here, but then it's not gonna be even. So it's gonna be more on the front on that side. So what I do is I just hook it right here on, it's kind of like a piece of trim on the dress. And hang on. Yeah, I just kind of hang it like that. So it's probably not where it's supposed to be, but it's where I like it to be. So that's how I wear this cape. So I'm going to take the cape off and show you it in detail. So it's extremely soft and flows really pretty. Like it kind of drapes really nicely. And it has, oops, there's a piece of her hair in it. So it has that kind of cotton lace trim all around the top of it, with another piece of cotton trim kind of underneath. And it has this detailed tulle type of material. And it's trimmed all the way around with kind of a beige cotton lace, or cream colored cotton lace, all the way around. And then at the bottom there's all of these ruffles. There's two flowers with bows, so it's got a flower with a satin ribbon bow and then a lace ribbon bow. It has all of these layers of ruffles, so there's a layer like that and a layer like that, and then this stuff is extremely soft, and then another layer, and then another layer. So there's lots and lots of layers, and it's so soft and so pretty. I absolutely love this. And this would make a nice doll prop. I use Bloody Red Hood's satin, or not satin, her velvet hood quite a lot for a doll prop. It looks nice just kind of draped over my couch in photos and stuff, and so I think I might be able to use this in such a way as well. It might look nice just kind of draped someplace and then have the doll sitting on it. So there's that and that. And then the dress itself, the apron is separate. It doesn't come all the way off, so. but just give you a sense of what the dress looks like underneath. The dress is very pretty as it's by itself. And I may someday, when it's not so new and you know, if I get tired of this look, I might detach it, and what you'd want to do is just kind of snip the little threads that are there. Now, what my concern is about snipping the threads is that these threads hold this dress in a certain way. It is sewn such that these pieces are actually kind of, there's a little piece of thread that goes from here to there in it, and what that does is it keeps the dress part here all triangular looking, like a nice triangular looking dress, and then the doll's body kind of goes in this section back here. And if you snipped these to take off the apron, the dress would go back to a regular looking dress, so it wouldn't look as perfectly triangular. It wouldn't kind of sit that nicely. Like, I'm not holding it there, right? Like the darts, or whatever those are called, the basting, I guess, when you put little loose threads in there, are holding it like that. So it would go back to being a regular dress, which is nice in and of itself. I suppose you could put those back in. I just am not all that confident in my own sewing skills to be able to do that nicely. But it's something, you know, if I ever do it, I'll show you guys how it turns out. So this is my not romantic Alice doll. I love her. I think she's awesome. I love how the dress looks with her blue sparkly eye chips. So Pullip Io has these beautiful, beautiful eyes, and I love her sparkly eye chips, and I just think that the blue in the dress just really, really brings out the blue in her eyes, and I think she's absolutely gorgeous and very well suited for Alice. So the other thing that comes with this outfit is a pair of beige and white striped stockings and a pair of Mary Jane type shoes that are black with a brown heel. They look like that. They're just your typical rubber shoes that Pullips come with. They are, of course, too big for her feet and fall off quite easily. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I have a couple of more updates, but I think what I'll do is I'll put them in separate videos because, yeah, this one has been long. It's been 16 minutes, oh my goodness. Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. Yes, the only other thing that I wanted to say about this wig is that I did have to cut the bangs, so the bangs were kind of coming down to just a little bit over her the tip of her nose, and so I will insert a picture right here of what the bangs looked like before I cut them. So if you're looking for the place where I got this beautiful wig for Alice, I'm just gonna show you her one more time. I got it at, my daughter actually cut a piece out of this card. I was wanting to save it actually to put it in my project life, but the name of the shop is this. I can't pronounce that word. Fatiao, I don't know, doll shop. And it comes with a really beautiful business card, which I would have liked to have saved, but maybe I'll get something else there someday. And this is just what it looks like on eBay. I did buy it from eBay. That's what it looks like. Has different shots of the wig from different angles, and it is an 8 to 9 blonde, heat resistant, long curls wig. And I will leave the link to this eBay item in the information section. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about the quality of the wig in terms of the wig cap. I initially thought that it showed some of the wig cap from the front, but it actually doesn't. It kind of all comes from one part here, and that covers all of the wig cap. So it, I know I mentioned on the Facebook group I'm in that you can see the wig cap, and what I meant by that is that there's just kind of places where you can see the shadows. It's not really like a gaping hole or anything because this hair covers it. So yeah, I mean, you can see, basically you can see that it is a wig because in the parts where the hair is separate, you can kind of just see in like that. But from the front, you can't really tell. It's just from the top that you can tell. So I'm really, really pleased with the quality of this wig. Gonna put her bow back on because I love that bow. There are very few bows that I love to have on the doll's head, but this is one that I do love. So there we go. Oh, isn't she beautiful? So yeah, there she is. Last time, I promise, and I'll put some pictures at the end